I'm sorry, Walton.
I love you all!
Because love is love, right? Love is love. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Our next speaker is Amy Lee. Is Amy Lee Hahn here? Am I saying it wrong? Amelie. I know who you are, but I'm not saying your name right. I'm sorry.
Can everybody hear me?
Yes!
Yeah. I got a big mouth. So first of all, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out here tonight and showing support. I want to thank you for getting this thing together and organizing it. I know it takes a lot of work, it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of effort, and we thank you.
Yay, Barbara!
Yeah, we got a woo! So tonight, we stand for equality and love. We stand with our brothers, sisters, and allies across our nation as the Supreme Court has begun to hear and will continue tomorrow to hear the oral arguments in the Prop 8 and DOMA cases. Now, what are these cases about? To sum it up quickly, they are about whether gay and lesbian Americans can enjoy the same freedoms and opportunities as everyone else. The right to marry is becoming more and more commonly known as a constitutional right. After all, President Obama and his administration stated that both of California's gay marriage bans, meaning Prop 8 and DOMA, are believed to be unconstitutional. Our president noted that the congressional debate during passage of the Defense of Marriage Act contains numerous expressions reflecting moral disapproval of gays and lesbians and their intimate and family relationships. This is precisely the kind of stereotype-based thinking and animus the Constitution's Equal Protection Clause is designed to guard us against. Now, when it comes to rights, I hold an immense amount of pride in my soul as an American. I am grateful for the men and women who have fought so unselfishly to defend these rights and our freedoms. It's true, I'm a very proud lesbian American, but I am also a human being.
Yeah.
Regardless if we are different colors, different races, different cultures, different ethnicities, different genders, different religions, we are all human beings, and love is a human right. This is my wife, Brina. These are our daughters, Haley and Jessa. Marriage equality is adamant to our family. There are 1,138 benefits, rights, and protections offered to a married couple, a straight married couple that is, under our federal government. DOMA prohibits same-sex couples from marrying. It blocks the rights, privileges, and protections which should be provided to all American citizens regardless of our sexual orientation. We have the right to our pursuit of happiness. I found my happiness. I have the family I have always dreamt of. Brina and I are both an asset to society, but together are worth doubles. We need these rights, privileges, and protection for our family. We need our family to be just as strong, productive, and successful as a straight person's family. We deserve to have the same stability and worth as all American families. DOMA is standing in the way of our equality. This act is discriminatory, and it deprives some Americans, such as us, the constitutional rights we were born with. Our family is just as much a family as anyone else's. We eat, sleep, and breathe as a family. Brina and I, we raise these girls to the best of our ability. We offer them unconditional love, support, knowledge, and respect. We are citizens equipped with the same rights as all Americans. It's time to put an end to the discrimination. It's time to treat everyone as an asset to this nation, which we all are.
Yes!
DOMA must come down. It's what's right for our country. The tearing down of Prop 8 and DOMA will open up the eyes of our fellow states in the Union. Those states, like ours, which has a constitutional amendment stating that marriage is only between one man and one woman. This amendment steps on our federal constitution, and when the results of these cases are in, and Prop 8 and DOMA have been deemed unconstitutional in the highest court, then the United States of America will have taken a huge step toward equality, and the effects will be seen throughout our nation. We must stand up and speak in unison, as together we are strong, together we are loud, and together we can and will see equality.
I think y'all can hear me too, but I just like this. Thank you, Amelie. I said it wrong. That just goes to show you what happens when you meet people on Facebook. You never say their name. I asked Amelie to speak because I knew that Amelie and Sabrina were married. And I asked another individual to speak. His name is David Winter. And he and I met through community theater. And I know that he's getting married to Grant Young this spring. It's your turn. You want to use the...
Yeah, I'll use this because I don't talk very loud.
You sing.
Hi guys, I'm David and that is Grant right there. And what I wanted to talk to you all about today is just different kinds of love and why it is important. This subject right now is important to me and is important to Grant, because not only are we defending our love as a couple, but the love of several million people in the world. And I just want all of you to think of it as just that. Just, you're not helping yourselves in your relationships, but you're helping those, especially children. I think of when I was a child and I was not, me and Grant, I guess I should say, grew up in very different households. And the love that my parents showed me was a lot different than the love Grant's parents showed him. And I have encountered that love from his family 12 times over, and it was very amazing in my life. But just specifically his mother, in difference from my mother, it was very different from the way they showed love to us, just by the acceptance that she showed him. And I think when you think of acceptance, you don't think of it all the time as the word love, but that when she accepted me into their family, it was. And that is essentially what marriage is. It is the acceptance of somebody else into your family as part of that family. And what we're asking for, what we're going to New York to do next month, April 23rd, is to be a part of a family. And I know that is a lot to ask of some of these conservatives, is can we start a family together? Can we be the next of kin for one another? Can we can we do this? And yes we can. And I just love that saying, yes we can. You know, the yes we can change thing that he had going on this first term election. But I have 3 points that I came up with on the car right here, because I never do anything too early. 3 points to making this a reality for us, because if you think about it, you can't just do it through legislation. It has to be the mindset of the people. And the mindset of the people nowadays, I know we have, 52% of Americans agree with gay marriage right now, which is good. That's a majority. How can you get that other 48%? And here is how. Talk about it. Now, I encountered this today, as a matter of fact, and I'm in nursing school right now, and there's a girl that she doesn't agree with it, and that's okay. It was not okay, but we were talking in the nourishment room. This is a room in a hospital that you go and you get coffee or whatever. And I was getting coffee, and she said, "What are you going to do today?" And I said, "I'm going to speak at a rally or an event for gay marriage equality." And she said, "Oh, okay, that's cool. I don't really agree with that." And I pushed the fact. I talked about it. I asked her about it. I wanted to know what exactly it is that you don't agree with. What exactly with me marrying Grant Young on April 23rd don't you agree with? And she gave answers. They weren't great answers, and we talked about it. I wasn't confrontational. She wasn't confrontational, and that's the way to be. You never want to get into an argument with anybody about any kind of political standpoint, because they believe that, or they wouldn't tell you they believe that, and there's no way to convince somebody by being rude to them. So talk about it with whoever you encounter and talk about it nicely. Just ask them, why do you believe that? Why do you think that way? And usually you'll find it's just because somebody told them to. And if you can change the mindset of somebody just by one relationship, one talking to them, one getting to know them, that has changed the mindset of several other people that they know, because they'll talk about it. Right. And they'll believe that from that point on.
Yes.
And 52% of Americans believe that because they know gay men, they know gay women. But how about the ones that just have never encountered that? They don't know what to believe. You have to talk to them.
They don't know they don't know they didn't encounter.
Okay. It just think about, if this legislation for us doesn't happen today, and that's okay, we can make it happen sometime before I die. I know we can. Yeah. And that one of those ways is to make sure that everyone around you is informed as much as possible. Another way to do that, social networking. I don't know any of you here at all. And how sad is that? Because if you think about the last civil rights movement, what did they do? They social networked. They got together. They got in groups. They got in groups like this. Nobody did anything by their own. Nobody. James Meredith, when he stepped on the Oxford campus for the first time, he was not there just by himself. He did not do that just by himself. He did not decide one day, hey, I'm going to apply here at Ole Miss just by himself. There was encouragement. He had family. He had friends that were like him, that were African Americans like him. He had a support group. What do all you have behind you here? A support group. I know in Memphis, I live in Midtown Memphis. Anybody here from Midtown Memphis? Nobody? Okay, that's all right. Over there somewhere? Okay, good. I live in Midtown Memphis, and we have a place, I don't know what it's called. The gay lesbian. I've never been there.
The gay lesbian.
I have never been there, and shame on me. That's social networking that I'm missing out on.
You need to go.
They have a flag and everything.
They're having a vigil.
Okay.
David is having a vigil tonight. You could have saved the trip.
They're having a vigil
Yeah, you
tonight.
could have saved the trip. You could've
No, I love these lovely people here. Anyways, so I missed a trip because, I don't social network, and that's what you need to learn. Anyways, you need a support group. You need to talk about it. One other thing, normalize it. What do we have in gay community? We have
Diversity. That's what we have.
But we have Facebook pages, Twitter pages, Instagram pages. I know all of you have those. The one thing me and Grant did as a couple to enforce it on my family and to make them love us and to make them accept us, we put it on Facebook. We normalize this relationship. We make it a part of us. This is me, this is Grant. We come to social functions, we come to family functions. This is us. This is a normal family unit. We are not some crazy wild, we are, but that's okay. I'm just saying, if you want people to accept you, you have to show them how normal you are. This is a normal thing. This is normal love. I love him just like you love her or him. That's how it is. This is a normal love. We love each other. That's how it is. We're buying a house in this month. We're getting married.
Yeah!
It's just exciting. And we're doing normal family things. You have to present this to people. They don't know. They're uninformed. You can't get what you want if people don't understand it. You can't get what you want if people don't know you and they don't know the facts about you. The girl I met in the nourishment room today, she asked things to think about. Because, today she thought, I'm against gay marriage. By the time we were in with our conversation, she did not know what she believed. She had no idea because I told her all about my relationship with Grant. I told her all about how when we found each other, I learned something about love that I have never learned from a religion. I have never learned from my own family. We learned something from each other, and that is a love between two people, that they are going to stick to it no matter what, through a marriage, no matter what. We learn that together. That's me and Grant. We're a unit. We come together. And I encourage all of you to follow those 3 points. What I say, talk about it. You have to talk about it. You have to tell people your standpoint. You have to tell people why they are wrong. Why? And you have to do it nicely, guys. You can't just get in people's face on Facebook and status and just say mean things to them and say, you're wrong, you're an idiot, I hate you. No. You have to tell them in a nice fashion, you're an idiot and I hate you. Okay? I appreciate all of you coming here. I think it's momentous that this is Mississippi and all of you are standing in front of me hearing me talk.
Equal rights.
Oh, equal rights. Hello. Did you hear that? SUV? Okay. And I appreciate y'all letting me talk about what my love for him is and how we can all make it come together. Thanks.
I am so thankful for the 3 people that said yes when I asked them that they would speak. This is great. Thank you all so much. And, I know this is all in here, but I want to just mention the people that are volunteers that are helping. Y'all see them all around you. Michelle Bright. Where's Michelle? She's back there by the table. Kristen Brown is our photographer. She's doing our videography here. Taylor Cook. Where's Taylor? Did Taylor make it yet? Taylor's done a bunch of stuff behind the scenes. Amelie Hahn is one of our speakers. Amy Hinton put the program together. Y'all, this is so cool. Amy Hinton was in the Ole Miss GSA in 2005, and she and her wife live in Ohio. And I started asking people for volunteers. She said, I'm a graphic artist. I'll do it. Oh, I love that. Kimberly is one of our speakers. Kimberly Hood, thank you. I can't see without my reading glasses. Let's see. Vicki Mahan is our marshal to make sure we don't break the law. Miranda Mitchell is one of our people working at the table. Abby Wells made some flyers and posters. Is Abby here? I think she's sick. And David was one of our speakers. We put some statements on here that we just thought were really meaningful, such as what President Obama says. And I love this myself because I'm a straight ally. So when I see this, remember y'all, our president and his wife are straight allies. Our journey is not complete until our gay brothers and sisters and children and friends and neighbors and co-workers and people we've never even met are treated like anyone else under the law. That was our president. And I was thinking about our former governor, Mr. Musgrove, Ronnie Musgrove, and I got to tell y'all, I'm so happy that he has a family member who came out to him and made him see the world the way David was just saying. Someone he loves, and it made him realize that he had been wrong. And the way I feel about that is I don't hold that against him at all. I mean, if you're late to the party, you're still here. And those people, y'all get this now, Governor Musgrove has a lot of followers who think he is a wonderful person. He's going to bring those people on board with him because of who he's been in the past. I also want to tell y'all about my mayor. I live in Horn Lake, and I'm not really a South Haven citizen, but the mayor, Greg Davis of South Haven, is a gay man. I believe he's the first openly gay man as a mayor in the state of Mississippi. Yay! I know we've lost Marco McMillan. We could have had a gay mayor in Clarksdale. So things are moving on. Things are changing, and we're all going to be able to see that. And as David was saying, if it's not tomorrow or the next day, your generation, y'all know that the majority doesn't get to vote on whether you have rights or not. It doesn't make any difference if 50% of the Americans think you should have rights, or if 80% of the Americans think you should have rights. You were born with rights. It doesn't matter what they think. And the Supreme Court has to decide on the Constitution. You have the right to pursue happiness. You have all the legal rights that every other American has. And I want to say it's a matter of time. I think some of y'all that have been married a long time, it's about time, isn't it? It's about time. So it's going to be wonderful when we can all, when all of us are equal, I should say. And also, we also put in here the statement from the United for Marriage. It says the Supreme Court of the United States of America will hear oral arguments on the constitutionality of the Defense of Marriage Act and Proposition 8. Now is our time to show the depth of our commitment to equality for all and justice for all. So thank y'all so much for being here. Yeah. Anybody else want to talk? Anybody want to? Here comes Pat. This is Pat Miller. And she is a biology teacher at Northwest Community College, old friend of mine. Here you go.
How do I do this thing?
Oh, you push that?
We're going to learn how to do it. We're going to do it all the
This how you do it?
That's how I do it? Okay. All right. My partner and I have been together for 22 years. We have been legally married for 4. We are legally married in Connecticut and the other 8 states that have same-sex marriage. I cannot tell you what it meant when I said I do. You know, I could talk about the fact that we are not recognized as a married couple. I could talk about the fact that we cannot get each other's Social Security. We can't be on each other's health insurance. I could go on and on. We can't file taxes together. We are discriminated against.
Yes.
And it's wrong.
It is wrong. And like Amelie said, there are over 1,000 benefits that heterosexual couples have that I don't have. But what I wanted to mention tonight was when I said I do. It was the most spiritual experience I have ever had in my life.
Yeah.
I want every one of you to experience that. Amen and amen.
Amen.
And I was going to make one other point. What was it? I am my best self as I am now. I stand proud. I do my life. We move on through this. Gail and I even have burial plots together.
Yes.
We have raised a child in Oxford, Mississippi. I am a native of Oxford, Mississippi. Can you imagine coming out in your hometown with all your relatives here?
Yeah.
I have done. Yes, you can, Kim. Yes, you can. So stand proud, stand tall, do your life, be good people, work hard, and we will get there.
Yes.
Who's next? Somebody else got something to say. Come on. Oh, there's got to be somebody here that wants to tell us something.
I will.
Oh, come on. Here he comes. Yeah. You know how to do it? I keep asking that question. It's so rude.
I can talk loud enough.
It's so sexual. I'm sorry.
It's like you think I like stuff in my face.
I'm sorry.
Hey, everybody, we need to take a picture for Rachel Maddow where we show her. And Leah and all that. But like have everybody in a group.
Hey, this gentleman's about to speak. This gentleman's about to speak.
Go for it.
Thank you.
My name is Max.
Hi, Max.
Some of y'all know me, some of y'all don't. I am a native here in Oxford, Mississippi, and I am a proud gay man. Marriage equality is so important to me because as it stands right now, the man that I am with, who we have discussed marriage with numerous times, we will not be able to get married because we do not have the funds to go to places like New York or Connecticut. But it's also more important to him as well because this is the one thing he wants most in life, like me.
And we will get it.
We will get it. But these are, and another thing about marriage equality, this is the stepping stone that we need to help all of our gay brothers and sisters.
Exactly.
Because there's so much homeless queer youth that this can help bring the light of those other issues.
Yes.
Here's the mic. Grab the mic, Max.
Can you do this?
Hold the mic.
I keep asking these very sexual questions. I'm sorry.
Can everybody hear me better?
Yes.
Much better.
Like I said, there are so many queer homeless youth that need our help, and that marriage equality can help bring these issues to light. Trans women of color that have struggles, but these are the kind of issues that marriage equality can help bring forth to light. Marriage equality will not make us fully equal, but it will help us get there.
Yes.
Open up minds, open up hearts. Because I know as a fact, my father, he is a hardcore Republican. He lists. Actually, he's surprisingly accepting of me and my boyfriend.
Yes. We need more parents like that.
Which is funny because he listens to Rush Limbaugh every day from 12 to 2. I know. Weird thing, but
Last at it, yeah.
this is important. Even though we are on the verge, it might not happen, but we must make it happen.
Yeah.
Our voices, our songs,
Yeah.
our protests, our rallies, everything. This is what we need, people.
Yes! Yes! Come on, people!
And I will finish it up with a quote by one of my favorite people. If you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you going to love anyone else? Can I get an amen?
Sorry. That's okay.